What is up? My name is Thyro Alfaro. I'm a singer-songwriter and I am the songwriter of the song Maharani, which is included in Alamat's album, Pasulong. Una kong na-encounter yung Alamat, I was just scrolling on YouTube and then I saw this new video from this new group. I think the title of the song was Skabay. Tapos sabi ko, uy wow, Pinoy na Pinoy yung mga damitan, tapos may mga Pinoy instruments na doon, na-catch agad yung attention ko. Tapos tinignan ko, Alamat. Tapos tinignan ko yung credits, viva pala itong mga to. Doon ko sila unang na-encounter and syempre, first impression ko, talagang eye-catching because of the visual, because of the sound. And ang gagaling din nilang magsasayaw at kumanta. So talagang needless to say, they caught my attention the first time talaga. Alamat's overall concept is talagang unique. No one else is doing it here in the Philippines, combining traditional or indigenous sounds and textures with modern flavor. I think solong-solo nila yung realm na yan. Yung concept na to sets them apart because ayun nga, walang ibang gumagawa, and at the same time they're making these sounds relevant. They're adding new flavor to it. Yung mga fans nila na hindi siguro aware sa traditional instruments or indigenous instruments would be, uy, what's that sound? So it raises curiosity, and also they use what I would call, I don't wanna say pure, pero ayun parang yung paggamit ng Tagalog sa kanilang mga kanta. Not only Tagalog, marami pang language. Kumbaga, it makes it universal to all. When I worked on Maharani, it started with the beat. Nauna yung beat nung ginawa ko siya. It's actually inspired by Singkil, the dance. That's why if you notice, may mga wood sounds in the background that tok chak chak tok chak yun. And lyrics wise, ginawa kong role reversal because in traditional Singkil, women are dancing for the king. So naisip ko, what if men are dancing for the queen, which led me to the title. Maharani is in Sanskrit, and yun, kumanta sa tenga ko yung word Maharani. Parang naisipan ko agad na, oy, ang dulas niya sa bibig, Maharani. Basta naisip ko na agad yung Maharani, yung part na yun. So I stuck with that word and then I built the song around that. Yung unang na-receive ko yung vocals nila from the studio, nilatag ko. Ito, literally, this was my reaction. That reaction sa musicians is a compliment. Sobra. Kasi sa kapwa musicians, you don't go basta-basta. So, ayun, yun yung naging reaction ko. Talagang very impressed ako dun sa kinalabasan nung kanilang recording. Shout out to Coach Zeb Zuniga for that wonderful vocal arrangement. Talagang each one nagkaroon ng sariling part and each one nag-shine dun sa sariling parts nila. Magiliws, this is Maharani by Alamat.